It's July 25th, 2013. And this is it's in the afternoon. This is a commentary about a few things I found while at work. I was listening to some music, some nice classical music and whatnot while reading. And then I, by happenstance, came across this video of this Korean kid who was homeless for a number of years, but then a talent show revealed that he has the voice of an opera singer. So that was impressive. But then I remembered Susan Boyle. And then I decided to look up some parodies of Susan Boyle, found some good ones, and then one of those parodies, I came across a Rodney Carrington song about looking out now. Your mama has taken her boobs out again after having about 6 beers. And I'll post a link to that song. It's pretty good. But I was thinking, this Rodney Carrington song that I found, would be a perfect song to play to the Taliban and to the people that the American military meet in Iraq and in Afghanistan. Look out now, your mama's got her boobs out. Stuff like that, you know. And, yeah. Just think about that, you know. Think about all the kind of raunchy, funny country music songs you can think of. And, the parodies and Prince, Prince's song Pussy Control, or the song about relaxing and not doing it before you want to go to it. Yeah, all that stuff. And then this song about a woman who, after having 6 beers, feels inclined to take her boobs out. And this guy wrote a song about it, I guess. So, anyway, think about playing those songs at a meeting with your average Muslim Brotherhood dude, or your average Taliban guy, or your average guy who lives in the Pashtun region of Pakistan, or your average Pakistani, but especially in the tribal areas of Pakistan. Look out now, your mama's got her boobs out, scaring everybody in town. That's what happens when you have 6 beers. Oh my goodness gracious. And as we were driving in our car, she had to go take a leak, and oh my goodness gracious, see, she had, when she got up, she had her trousers up around her ankles. Anyway, it's a refreshingly funny song, right? A good old down-home country western parody song. And how would it play in the wilds of Afghanistan? And I'm sure there's people there who would get a chuckle out of it. But there's also a whole bunch of sexually repressed mullahs and their followers who would just be so upset at that, at what the kafar has done. And they would think, oh my goodness, America, so degraded, corrupt. But they don't realize that it's not corrupt. It's just, you know, being willing to come to terms in a more happy and friendly way with what it means to be human. That's the bottom line. Okay? So, in America, yes, we can look at porn on the internet, but after a sufficient amount of exposure, you come to realize that there's it's real in-person interaction is more useful than what people try to sell you on the internet, and you know, and that there are basically there are people who try to scam you and stuff. It's the Wild West on the internet. And we've kind of, after the exposure we've had, we've kind of learned to rise above it to some extent, you know. Anthony Weiner showed us his wiener to somebody on Facebook. WGAS. And the only people who do give a shit are the people who believe in ultra-lefty political correctness, either them or the ultra-righties who engage in sexual shaming as well. The sexual shamers on the left and the right, those are the people who care about whether Anthony Weiner wanted to show his wiener. And the key question in his case was what his wife thought about it. His wife doesn't care. Well, okay. If a wife doesn't care, well, that's okay with me. I don't care either then. As long as, you know, I don't agree with cheating, but let's ask the wife what she thinks. So, and I can agree with Hitchens that Bill Clinton was slimy for other reasons besides Monica Lewinsky. But at least Weiner didn't have his wiener interacted with in person. It was just kind of online stuff, you know, a little bit. So, anyway, Weiner would just being a wiener and just being a natural person, I guess. So, wieners will be wieners. And I think, anyway, but I think that the people, as I commented at a 24th of July party last night, that the people in Pakistan are really upset because they're so sexually repressed. That's also why a lot of people in Utah are upset, for this exact same reason. But they're even more upset in Pakistan because of that. You know, what? They got all their women in bags, and you can't date. You can't do anything, and you're afraid of sex, and you're afraid of thoughts of sex. Yeah, I know about that. That's what they taught us in Mormonism. That's what the book by Spencer Kimball, Miracle of Forgiveness, talks about. But in Islam, it's even worse. People who are afraid of their own brains and afraid of their own bodies. So, no wonder they're upset. No wonder they engage in suicide bombing, and no wonder they engage in misdirected anger, like the misdirected anger that happened on 9/11. Nope, it wasn't what Noam Chomsky, dumb shit, thinks, or Amy Goodman. It wasn't just all America's fault. It was because Islam has got these people by the nuts. So they need to be freed by people like Rodney Carrington and people like Prince and Madonna. Anyway, American culture, broadcast worldwide. Thank you very much. And Elvis too. Yeah, people thought Elvis was evil and of Satan. But come to find out, Elvis's work was pretty damn valuable. Alright? And so is the work of other valuable artists in the cultural West. Okay. Maybe the internet can help get some of this good old-fashioned American values into the brains of some of these people who need to be freed from oppression. Okay. Have fun. And I'll post relevant links to what I found.